Welcome to the Keiser Report. I'm Max Keiser. You know, Karl Marx once said, "The last banker we hang shall be the one who sold us the roller coaster." You see, I've just learned there's a roller coaster designed to kill passengers. So naturally, I thought, that sounds a whole lot like Wall Street. Up, down, dead. The amusement park version of this roller coaster designed to kill passengers is called the Euthanasia Coaster. It reaches a height of 1,600 feet, followed by a steep plummet, and then 7 consecutive loops in which its suicidal passenger spins upside down while traveling at a speed of 223 miles per hour. The gravitational force is 10 Gs, enough to kill a person by draining the brain of all blood and oxygen. Cerebral hypoxia. Yes, the financial casino gulag version of the ride is called the Flash Crash and Rig Markets Ride. Wahoo! On this Wall Street flash crash, every ounce of wealth is drained from your pocket as the gravitational pull of multiple fake trays traveling faster than the speed of light pilfer enough G's to kill your entire portfolio. Death by financial hypoxia. Stacy.
That's right, Max. We did discover this week, and this is a story that has come out in the last year, there's suicide by roller coaster. Of course, it's a European who's invented this aesthetic death machine, he calls it. His name is Julie Jonas Urbanus.
Julie Jonas Urbanus.
He says it's an elegant and euphoric death. The science behind it is pretty simple. Spin fast enough and hard enough and your brain won't get enough oxygen to keep functioning. The vertical rolls of the coaster would essentially create enough centrifugal force on the body that the blood rushes down into the body instead of up to the brain. The condition is known as cerebral hypoxia, as you say.
All right, so I see the connection to financial hypoxia. The way that Wall Street uses high-frequency trading and algorithmic trading to spin the global economy, to spin customers around at these incredible speeds, forcing all their net worth to the extremities and killing the center, that being the global economy. So this is a fantastic way to commit financial suicide.
Well, this designer of this says, like, if the fall doesn't kill you, then you'll be dead usually by the first 2 of the 7 spins. But there's 5 more just in case. And with the broker, you have the high frequency trading that front runs everybody, but then you have the broker who churns their client. And certainly by the end, by the 7th time they churn your wealth, it'll be all gone, it'll be dead.
Well, I would say that most of the global G20 economies are dead right now. They are called officially zombie economies. Japan is a zombie economy. Britain is a zombie economy. It's already dead, but they're keeping it alive by spinning the bond market with quantitative easing and other cotton candy style derivatives to keep this illusion going. But it's already dead. The death has already, the rigor mortis has set in.
Because they took the financial euthanasia ride. And look, this is his image, his mock-up of what the ride would look like. As you see, it doesn't look particularly fun. He thinks it's like more fun. It's a fun way to go. It looks like terror to me, and that's exactly what most people look when they see the financial markets. They say, this doesn't look fun. It doesn't look like even a fun casino. You get no free drinks even. It's just they churn you to death, and that's it. But he says eventually this experience of taking the ride, accompanied with disorientation, anxiety, confusion, and euphoria, is crowned with Glock. G-force-induced loss of consciousness, during which the body is completely limp and vivid, bizarre dreams occur, such as being in a maze and unable to get out, or floating in a white space, not knowing who you are, why you are here.
Well, in this country, in Britain, the population suffers from Glock, don't they? I mean, here you have the head of RBS, Royal Bank of Scotland, or the head of Barclays Bank. They're continuing to perpetuate fraud. They're continuing to spin the money at 10 Gs. They're continuing to steal. They're continuing to defraud massively. And the population has already been killed off, you know, through austerity that pay for the fraud, the Glock.
This Julie Jonas Urbanus is also emblematic of what we see across the Eurozone for solving a crisis. Here, this is a euthanasia machine to sell to places like Switzerland and Luxembourg and Netherlands. But instead of just using a simple Glock, he has to come up with an elaborate fakakta thing which nobody could describe and seems actually more terrifying than just using a Glock. He comes up with an invention that is sheer terror, and that looks like the solution to the economic crisis across Europe.
Well, it's banker-assisted suicide. So this is different than police-assisted suicide, where people run out into a hail of bullets, hoping to get killed because they have lost all hope. Here, it's banker-assisted suicide. So you let your bankers perform the Glock roller coaster of financial hypoxia death machine, and with the hope that you won't survive, because you'd rather not live in a world where Barclays Bank runs your government like so many puppets on a string.
Now again, go back to this euthanasia roller coaster. You see the image here. Now juxtapose it to the flash crash of May 6th, 2010. It looks like the same sort of death machine euthanasia. One's financial euthanasia, one's physical euthanasia. Markets in search of a fast buck. After disrupting the equity markets, high-speed trading is moving rapidly into bonds, currencies, and derivatives. Electronic trading has grown steadily over the past 25 years, but high-frequency trading has boomed since the turn of the century as technology costs and communication networks improve. It has also been associated with hair-raising glitches, most notably the unexplained flash crash of 2010 that some believe has hurt confidence and driven small investors from the U.S. equity market.
Yeah, it's killing people off, and it's making wild profits for the banks that are engaged in this. So they're taking high-frequency trading, which adds nothing to the economy. It just steals money, pilfers from the economy. It's a financial death machine. And they're going to roll it out for bonds. They're going to roll it out for financial products, for currency products, because they just can't get enough of this death cult that is the City of London, that is Barclays, that is RBS, Lloyd's. It's just a cult of death. It's like Jim Jones. Remember him in the Kool-Aid? That's what this is all about. It's a death cult.
But again, you know how we had the euthanasia coaster, and the designer says there's 7 loops. Most will be dead by the second loop, but they have the 5 there just for security to make sure the person's dead by the end. This is the same thing. Here they're saying that small investors have left the equity markets as if they did it willingly. They were killed, okay, by being churned and then high-frequency flash crashed. Now, because there's nobody in the equity markets to pilfer from, the high-frequency trading profits have gone from $4 billion in 2009 down to $1 billion last year. So they're now looking for the next victims, and now they want to go high-frequency trading bonds, currencies, as if the currency markets aren't already killing enough people globally.
Yeah, there's already $5 trillion a day in Forex trades in the currency market, so they want to speed that up. They want to do 15, 20, $50 trillion in currency transactions a day. Of course, this is key to manipulating price levels of the fiat currencies around the world to hide the fact that you've got a smelly, stinking corpse called the UK economy, where the pound is crashing, where the bond market's about to crash, where Mark Carney, the hockey puck to the head, brain-damaged new central banker from Canada, is going to fly in to print money like it's coming out of a death machine, death roller coaster.
Now, the